Hi everybody and welcome to Screencastomatic as part of this module's continuing look at freeware and shareware for enhanced collaboration learning for virtually any type of project. This is an interesting one that I think you'll really like based on what you're looking at. So essentially this video is made with a program that is very similar to Screencastomatic. Essentially, you are capturing the desktop or actions on a computer screen with a little bit of production like a voiceover or anything that is with narration providing additional direction. So there's a lot of different things that this program can do. And the one thing that I will demonstrate here for you today is just some of the functions of it. I encourage you to go in and try it and play with it a little bit in terms of seeing how you think it can work for you. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go to the web address and follow the directions that are in the module. But it's at screencastomatic.com and you'll need to create an account. Keep in mind that this is another one of the programs that we'll talk about in this module that comes with different levels of service and offering. You can use the free version, which I always encourage. You can also use a pay version if you'd like, if after you've tried it out and you think it's worth your time. It's a good thing to consider. So one thing that I do recommend is that once you do the download install, which is basically going to be a browser plugin, I do recommend you use the browser Chrome or really anything other than Internet Explorer, since these new programs tend to work better in the newer browsers than the traditional Internet Explorer or Microsoft's newest one as well. So just a little bit of advice for you there. So the interface, once you get set up, you've got some tutorials here, some information. There's a blog on Screencast-O-Matic. There's some additional support videos and kind of an FAQ. The tutorials, which is a nice page as well. Essentially, it's a series of Screencast-O-Matic captures that relate to how to do some basic things. If those of you that have used Jing or a program called Camtasia, this is very similar to it, but you don't have all of those advanced editing features, and there is some slight limitations with the free aspect that's there. So very similar concepts that are being used. So once you do that, you'll sign in. You'll notice here's my sign-in page that's over here, and you can actually go ahead with the Start Recorder button. Now, if you have recordings that you've previously done, you can go ahead and search for those, and those would be definitely with the Screencast-O-Matic files. And then the install is the plugin I mentioned with the web browser that's going to allow you to install. Essentially, if you look down here in the lower left portion of the screen, this is what that plugin looks like. You'll see here that you have your record, and of course you have some of your settings that are here that you can talk about. If you want to use a screen, you want to use the desktop screen. If you want to use your webcam, assuming your laptop or computer has a webcam, or if you want to use both, and that's what you're going to see more common of. So some of the videos that you've seen, and I'll show an example of this. So you'll see essentially now, if I was going to do a video over here, I can record the desktop, and I can have my talking head right over here on the lower right hand side. So what is being captured here is the entire desktop, as well as kind of a personalization that's giving directions on completing a process, logging into a website, doing any type of navigation that is on the web. What's great about this feature is that you're seeing the person actually giving the instruction, and you're not following a linear sequence of written steps. You're actually getting in there and you're enhancing visual instructional design standards that demonstrate what it is you're trying to accomplish. So this is one of the things you're going to see that's more common. So make sure that you have your settings always configured over here, your audio for playback. I'm using the desktop computer, or the microphone from my computer, and it's just one thing that you can choose. If you have a better microphone, I do recommend you use it, but again, not something you have to invest a lot of money in. If you have a voice that carries, like I do, it's probably something you can get away with as long as you're in a quiet room. The one limitation with Screencast-O-Matic is that you do have a 15-minute timeline. So you cannot do any videos that exceed 15 minutes. And I think it was very generous, because those of you that are traditional Jing users, which is now discontinued, the limitation there was 5 minutes. So the programs are getting better, 3 times as long here, and in order for you, if you can't capture it in 15 minutes, then you've probably gotten too long of an instructional video anyway. What's really nice about this is when you are done with your video, you can export directly to YouTube. Again, that's another Google feature. Google is owned by, YouTube is owned by Google, so you want to make sure that you have that simultaneous account upgrades and that you're able to specifically go in there and do one-touch publish direct to YouTube. So if you choose to do this option for your assignment this week, feel free to upload it directly to YouTube. Make sure whether you make it private, unlisted, or a public video, and feel free to post that link specifically into the discussion forum and share with your classmates. This one's got a lot of fun. I hope you do enjoy Screencastomatic because, again, you can't beat the price and the production value that you get that comes specifically with a tool like this. So really hope you enjoy it, and some of the other ones we've talked about through the course as well. Enjoy your exploration of it, and we'll see you in the course. Thanks, everybody.